It's November 14th, 2013. School just let out and you get onto the bus and your friend says, "Hey, check this out. It's a new Chris Smooth video." When you get home, you watch the Chris Smooth video and the video led you to more content creators like Cashnasty and Kill Hit 'em Up. You got 2K14 for Christmas and immediately fell in love with the franchise. You would have never thought the 2K community would come to a rapid decline. The 2K community was once an active and amazing place. In 2K14, we had the pioneers of the community setting the foundation. Everyone in the community looked up to Chris Smooth. Park was a new concept and is really the reason why the 2K community is so big now. When 2K15 released, we've seen a burst of new content creators blow up. Creators like Troy Dan, Pretty Boy Fredo, and Soluminati took the community by storm. 2K15 fun gameplay and 7-foot demigod build made 2K15 one of the most enjoyable games. People complained, but 2K was taking massive leaps. A year later, 2K dropped the best 2K of all time, NBA 2K16. This was the best time to be in the 2K community. At this point in time, Pretty Boy Fredo was the most popular YouTuber in the community. 2K16 was the beginning of the modern 2K YouTuber. The community was thriving from originality. Every content creator was their own person, instead of being a copy and paste like how we have today. 2K16 was just an enjoyable time to be in the community. Everything was new and nothing felt reused. The parks was amazing, the gameplay was amazing. We couldn't have complained any more than we have. Fast forward a little more in time into 2K17 released. 2K17 is one of, if not the most controversial 2K in 2K history. When 2K17 released, it was terrible. The game came out unpolished and obviously wasn't ready to be released. It had long load times, buggy gameplay, and copy and pasted parts from 2K16. This made 2K17 the most hated 2K at the time. Everyone in the community thought 2K17 was the worst 2K of all time. Even with its flaws, the community made the best of what they had. 2K17 birthed a lot of content creators like Agent Zero, Codeman, Hank the Tank, I Run You, I'm Davis, and a lot of more content creators. They took advantage of the broken gameplay and made it one of the most fun and broken dribble systems. 2K17 had one of the most intense rep races, with Nadex and Orlando and Chicago battling for first place. This is the beginning of the end. 2K18 was the start of a rapid downfall of the 2K community. When 2K18 dropped, it was unanimously the worst sports game of all time. 2K18 was poorly received because of the additions of the neighborhood. Nobody thought the neighborhood was a good idea. Everybody hated it, even though we asked for a GTA-like game. 2K just missed the nail on it. It just was a dry and boring place. Like the colors in the scheme of everything, it felt more of prison ball than a basketball game. 2K completely scrapped the concept of parks and went with a more of a free roam environment. 2K18 is the pioneer of overpriced microtransactions. In 2K17, you were able to fully max out a player with $25, but in 2K18, they upped it to $50. In 2K18, for every player you had, you have to rebuy the clothes. So if you bought any set of clothes, when you switched builds, you have to buy the same clothes. 2K18 made you pay for haircuts. 2K18 made you rebuy animations. You couldn't even preview the haircuts before you bought them. They forced you to buy them. Even if you wanted to grind VC instead of buy it, they made it difficult to do that too. They took out rookie difficulty, so you wasn't able to just grind. You had to fight versus the AI just to get your badges. Most people don't play mycareer for fun. They play mycareer to get their player upgraded to go to the park. With the combination of a lackluster park and terrible gameplay, the community dissipated and went to other games like Fortnite and Call of Duty. For the content creators that stuck around, they had less competition, so creators like Duke Dennis, Joe Knows, and badgeplug began to rise. Even though 2K18 was a huge disappointment, 2K made a slight bounce back the following year.
Evil Empire, laughing all the way to the
2K19 was a step in the right direction, but it wasn't enough to recover from all the damage 2K18 has caused. 2K19 was filled with controversy and had the community split up in two, stretch bigs and ISO players. 2K19 was one of the most toxic 2Ks ever, with everyone walking around with the stretch big. They were obviously unstoppable on the 2's court with the pushing feature. 2K19 still had the neighborhood, but it was leaps and bounds better than 2K18. It was way more colorful and way smaller, so you didn't have to run around the whole place. The community complained as usual and reminisced about the older 2Ks like 2K15, 16, and 17, but it's completely understandable. The 2K devs completely stopped listening to the community and did exactly the opposite of what we asked. It was kind of warranted though, because this was around the peak of the 2K community's toxicity. We completely attacked the devs and they really got tired of it, so Mike Wang went into hiding and stopped responding to everyone. Booters and delayers took over every stage and event. It was like the community was falling further and further into the abyss. 2K20 was quarantine season, and this caused the 2K community to skyrocket in popularity. Since everyone had to stay home, YouTube and Twitch viewership rose. Wagers became one of the most viewed videos for 2K20. Everyone was tuned in to every wager creators like Ticino and Annoying TV had. The 2K20 gameplay allowed almost every build to be competitive. A whole new genre of videos like the spin the wheel, pick my build, and best build videos. This was the last 2K that kept the community intact. Ever since 2K21 dropped, the community hasn't been the same. 2K21 was such a bad game, almost every big content creator left and completely stopped uploading and went into a different direction. 2K21 was the game that truly killed the originality in the community. Everyone was a carbon copy of each other. Everyone had the same exact face, everyone had the same exact face scan, same builds, dressed the same, and had the same exact playstyle. The game went almost a whole year without no real updates, so everyone started looking for new games to play. 2K22 is honestly the least impactful 2K for the community. 2K tried to copy Fortnite Battle Pass system, but it was an absolute flop. The community is currently at an all-time low, but we still have hope. Hopefully 2K23 can save the community and bring back balance. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. May God bless you. Stay safe.